Hey guys, we're in our second part of the double exposure, multiple exposure project, blending images together using the Photoshop Mix app. So right now I'm going to start a new project. You can kind of see where I'm headed right there with that lovely multicolored mask picture. And we'll get into that eventually in part 3, exactly what you're seeing there. But for right now, I'm just going to start a new project and choose image. I've made this folder of images based on what I've assigned you in the previous little bit there when I asked you to take some pictures. I've got some portraits in here, and I've got some um, essentially, random pictures that have lights and darks in them, have textures in them. I even got some ones that are just blurry pictures just to see what they'll look like. Some flowers, up close of a snake, all pictures that I've shot on my camera. And I'm just going to start to work with some of them to see how things will look at as I just kind of experiment. But the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one of my portraits to load in there and just kind of see what can happen. So I'm going to grab this picture that was taken in our studio at school, this lovely contemplative picture of myself. And moving on from that, we're going to immediately load in a second picture. Now, I've got this picture of woods here that I took on a walk through the park in our social distancing practice here. Um, and so now I've got those two layers stacked on top of one another. Obviously, we can't see the one lower there. So now we'll immediately go into blending it. So I'm going to switch immediately to my favorite blending mode, which is overlay. It generally has the best results. Certainly you're welcome to click through, but I'd like everybody to start on overlay for this one. Now you can see both my pictures have been blended together. I do get the option of grabbing them and moving around, but not until I hit that check mark. Otherwise, I was just zooming. So I have the ability now to turn that picture into exactly where I want it. Now, I don't want the eyes to be obstructed too much because that makes the picture look a little bit strange. We do like to see the eyes. Uh, if you click on the background image layer, you do get the ability to grab that background image and mess with that. So if I decide it needed to be a closer portrait that I'm going to work with, then I can go ahead and do that. Maybe I can split the eyes between these branches of the tree here um, and make some sort of strange thing happening there. And so that's a combination that doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to make it look better. First thing I'll do is I'm going to, you can see I still have the background image, the portrait image selected. I'm going to switch over into my looks. Okay, these are good looks right now. It's a joke. But